evening and welcome to our last news bulletin for the day. We're live from the News Hub at Adisawe in Kanda, Accra, also live on your DSTV channel 279. My name is Grace Hamwa Asari. We'll start with a look at the day's news highlights. The high number of maternity cases at Agunaswedro Municipal Hospital in the Central Region has led to congestion at the maternity wards. Patients are compelled to sleep on the floor to receive health care. Angola black spot disease has affected and destroyed over 4,000 acres of mango farms in the Kintampo municipality. The disease was first detected within the municipality in 2012. Let's start with the big one. The Operation Thunderbolt unit of NADMO is currently training residents living along the White Volta on safety and life-saving, using lifeboats to prevent loss of lives and property from flooding resulting from spillage of water from the Bagri Dam and from the rains. The DC for Boko West District, Victoria Ayamba, has commended NADMO for its initiative and has cautioned residents, especially farmers, to stay away from the White Volta. A report by Tanko Mohammed Rabiu.
Training of residents on life-saving and safety in water is currently ongoing in 26 communities in the Boko West District of the Upper East region. NADMO officials are engaged in Operation Thunderbolt in collaboration with the Boko West District Assembly. The spillage of water from the Bagri Dam and the heavy rains has increased water levels in the White Volta and other bodies, making life unbearable for residents and rendering hundreds homeless and destroying property. Speaking to TV3 News during the training exercise, which involved the use of lifeboats and life jackets at Yarugu, the team leader of Operation Thunderbolt, Captain Yao Kiache, advised farmers farming along the White Volta to stay away for now to avert any disaster, whilst NADMO streamlines measures to control the situation. The District Chief Executive of Boko West, Victoria Ayamba, thanked President Nana Akufo-Addo and the Director of NADMO for undertaking the training exercise and for their prompt response following TV3's airing of a story on the extent of damage to farmlands caused by flash floods in the district in July.
I want to thank you very well because I've seen the way you are training the NADMO officers here. Not even the NADMO officers, even with the communities. I've seen how you've trained them. And I know that now most of the young guys standing here, when they see that someone is falling into the victim, they'll know how to rescue the person.
Victoria Ayamba advised residents and farmers living along the White Volta to stop crossing the river during this dangerous period. She added that government, together with NADMO, will work to get relief items to the affected 26 communities.
Let's stay a while longer on issues around safety because residents of North Legon in Accra fear a much more worse disaster could happen around the Atomic Junction area if authorities do not check a development in the area. 2 passenger lorry stations, a fuel station, and structures springing up on the shoulders of the major road pose severe threats to lives and property.
October 7, 2017, Ghana was thrown into a state of mourning and fear after a gas and fuel station exploded twice, killing some people. Others sustained permanent injuries. Cars were burnt to ashes. Some persons who escaped death say they are still recovering from the shock.
We saw this thing coming. We complained about it. We wrote to the assembly that there is danger looming. People selling roasted plantain there, saw the gas working, and at the other end too, we saw another filling station. And we knew that, and there was a trotro and taxi rank just in the middle of these two places.
But it appears lessons have not been learned. An unauthorized lorry station has been created and a fuel station erected, all under the atomic overpass. Pedestrians say drivers operating in the area are careless, even with police officers at post. Vehicular traffic build-up here, it's unbearable.
When you're coming back, the traffic is awful. But in this place have come a number of other structures. In the evening when you go there, vehicles are parked on both sides. But are we going to wait till there's another explosion? And then if there's an explosion, would people be able to move freely away from that junction?
Dr. Frederick Ado Abedi points out gaps in the architectural design of the atomic overpass and roads connecting the area.
The country is bleeding slowly. The design of the runabout may have to be looked at. The egress, that is how people exit the runabout going towards the community and beyond, should probably also be looked at.
If only there could be a bypass created in front of the two filling stations to carry the traffic away, so that the jam from IPS into the interchange runabout and the jam from the Agbogba junction into the interchange will also ease. But when will this be done?
Although the area where the gas explosion occurred has currently been cordoned off, residents fear the owners may be rebuilding the gas station and call on authorities to keep monitoring developments.
Nanaya Akwada is the Executive Secretary of the Bureau of Public Safety and joins us via Skype. Good evening to you, sir, and thanks for your time. So what will be your assessment of the efforts by NADMO to mitigate the effects of the Bagri Dam spillage?
Well, a very good evening to your viewers. I think that this year in particular, NADMO deserves some commendation with regards to their preparation, specifically to the northern sector in anticipation for the opening of the Bagri Dam. Nonetheless, we think that there were very little considerations of the effects or the impact of the spillage, as the water runs down south, which is why areas like Kumasi and so on have been severely hit. But as far as preparation to take care of communities around the White Volta and adjoining communities are concerned, we think that they did a commendable job, and they must be commended. They did a remarkable job.
So NADMO is seeking to find a permanent solution to the Bagri Dam crisis by 2019. What would you suggest they take into consideration?
I side when you mention a permanent solution, because as a safety practitioner, one of the things that we always look at is sometimes the solutions may come in the capex involved for solutions such as the Bagri Dam scenario involves a lot of capital. As a state, if we really want to bring a permanent solution to it, it will involve so much, and I'm not too sure if as a state we are ready to do that. Aside the permanent solution consideration, it seems to me like an impossibility, because these are largely farming communities, and water and farm, they move together, and so it will be extremely difficult to say we want the farmers to move elsewhere, so that when the dam is opened, it will not impact on them. However, we finding a solution, we could find some solutions to it by relying heavily on technology and just observing the life cycle of some of the crops that these farmers, apply themselves in. I believe that when we do that, we may find some remedies to it, but I'm not too sure of a permanent solution, because every now and then the Bagri Dam may reach its full capacity. Authorities in Burkina Faso will be forced to open the dams, and definitely depending on the rain falls in a part of the map, we will have excessive water, destroying farmlands and so on and so forth.
So we showed a story that suggests that life is back to the spot where the gas explosion occurred at Atomic. A word of caution to the people who are coming back there.
It's a very difficult situation. It just paints the level of weakness and the level of inconsistency in our regulatory framework in this country. After the death of so many people and the injury that it caused, and the fact that as a country gave us bad press internationally, one would expect that this would be a no-go area. But if nearly a year on, we still have people moving in the manner that I saw on TV, I think that we need to bow down our heads in shame. The regulatory authority, the city authorities should all bow down their heads in shame. But it's also because of our lack of accountability, our lack of systems that hold people accountable for some of these things when they happen. So we get to see these things happening every now and then because, hey, if tomorrow there is a disaster there, nobody holds any government official or a public officer responsible. Everybody gets, off the hook. And so these things will be happening within our environment from time to time. And it's very, very unfortunate, especially when, as we speak, the report from that area is still not a public document. It's a public document but has not been made public. I think it's very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate.
Thank you very much, Nana, for your time. Nana Yaw Akwada is Executive Secretary of the Bureau of Public Safety. You're still watching news at 10 on TV3, also live on DSTV channel 279. We're back with more stories after this break. Don't go away. Welcome back from the break. You're still watching news at 10 on TV3, also live on DSTV channel 279. The high number of maternity cases at Agona Swedru Municipal Hospital in the central region has led to congestion at the maternity wards. Patients are compelled to sleep on the floor to receive health care. Lucy Ayambela has the reports.
The Agona Swedru Municipal Hospital was established in 1958. It is the major hospital which serves as a referral center for other small health facilities within its catchment area. Due to the high number of cases it receives, the facility has become congested. Patients, especially nursing mothers at the maternity ward, have no option but to sleep on the floor due to limited space and beds. To help equip the hospital, the Minister Designate for Gender and Social Protection, who is also the Member of Parliament for the Agona West constituency, Cynthia Morrison, presented beds, mattresses, bedspreads, wheelchairs and other health equipment to the hospital. She also presented an ambulance to the hospital to help in transporting referral cases. She also cut the sod for the expansion of the main entrance and sheds.
It is sad to see a nursing mother sleeping on the floor. These beds will help nursing mothers receive health care.
The medical superintendent of the Agona Swedru Municipal Hospital, Dr. Apetogbe Jojogbe, and the Agona West Municipal Director of Health, Nancy Echen, enumerated some challenges confronting healthcare delivery in the area.
The municipality has been operating without an ambulance, something that was not helping the operations of our health facilities.
Let's go to the presidency because President Akufo-Addo has returned from a two-nation tour of China and Rwanda. President Akufo-Addo was in China at the invitation of the President of the People's Republic of China, Xi Jinping, where he paid a state visit and also participated in the China-Africa Forum. While in China, the President met with the Ghanaian community in that country and also visited some leading companies in China, such as Alibaba, Huawei and Inspire Group Company Limited. Ghana and China also signed 8 memoranda of understanding during the visit. On the 6th of September, the President also visited Kigali, Rwanda, and participated in the African Green Revolution Forum, AGRF. President Akufo-Addo received the African Leadership University Award and participated in the high-level discussion of heads of state on the theme of the forum, Lead, Measure, Grow.
China has yielded significant dividends for our country, and it's just a matter of time when these projects are executed. Definitely the Ghanaian people would feel the full impact of these of the visit of the president.
Legendary actor Mack Jordan has been laid to rest. His family described him as a responsible father who inculcated the virtues of humility, honesty, compassion, and hard work in his children. The acting fraternity, on the other hand, eulogized the mentor, describing his acting skills as second to none.
8:30 a.m. Saturday, family, friends and movie actors gathered to bid veteran actor and mentor Mack Jordan a final farewell. After a short while, his remains was moved to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for his burial service.
So the remains of the legendary actor was received around 9:30 at the Latter-day Saint Church here in Accra for his burial service, where expectedly people from the acting fraternity, including the leadership of the Ghana Actors Guild, showed up to pay their final respect to Mack Jordan Richardson Amate.
Paying him tribute, the widow and wife for 50 years described him as a perfect example of a dependable husband.
He loved me the way Christ said we should love one another. He was always there for me and dependable. I did my best to match his dedication and tireless devotion to my well-being.
To his children, Mack Jordan was selfless, responsible, and simply incomparable. The accomplished actor played a remarkable role in stage plays and Ghanaian movies. He became a trailblazer and recipient of the Order of the Star of Volta. The Ghana Actors Guild also paid glowing tribute to him for his passion and commitment to his work. Mack Jordan, aged 82, burst onto the scene in the 80s, featuring in an endless list of movies including Fatal Decision, Who Killed Nancy, and Crossfire. The popular actor, together with contemporaries, took the industry by storm in the 90s, entertaining Ghanaians and winning many hearts. He left behind a wife and 5 sons.
We wish the family well and may his soul rest in peace. Let's now look at how our in-house cartoonist Tilapia captured this week's events. That's how we wrap up this edition of News at 10 on TV3. It was also live on DSTV channel 279. My name is Grace Hamwa Asari. Many thanks for joining us.